Most worlds begin with a story, a hero, a war, a journey, but Middle-earth began with a sound, a word spoken into the silence. Not a battle, not a map, a language. And from that language, an entire world grew. Welcome to Larry's Legendary Library, where we explore science fiction, fantasy, and the deeper wonder within them. The man behind Middle-earth, J.R.R. Tolkien, was not just a storyteller, he was a philologist, a lover of words, a lover of language, a student of how language evolves, how it carries memory, how it shapes identity. To Tolkien, language wasn't a decoration, it was foundation. He once wrote, "The invention of languages is the foundation. The stories were made rather to provide a world for the languages." Think about that. Middle-earth exists because of language. The clearest expression of this lives with the elves. Tolkien didn't create just one elvish language, he created many, but two elvish languages rise above the rest, Quenya and Sindarin. Quenya is ancient, formal, elevated, almost sacred. It carries the weight of memory, kind of like Latin in our world. It is not just spoken, it is remembered. Sindarin is different. It flows, it lives, it is the language of conversation, of daily life, of a people still walking the world. And when you hear it, whether in a song or in a whisper, you're not just hearing words, you're hearing time. You're hearing a civilization echoing across ages. And then there are the Ents, ancient, patient, enduring. Their language, Entish, is unlike anything else in Middle-earth. It is slow, deliberate. A single sentence can take minutes to speak. Conversations can take days. Because to the Ents, nothing worth saying should be rushed. Their words grow like trees, layered, rooted, expanded with meaning. To speak Entish is not just to take the time to have a conversation, but it is to take the time to understand. But Middle-earth is not just elves and Ents. It is a tapestry of peoples, each with their own voice. For men, there is Westron, the common tongue, simple, accessible, shared. It reflects something deeply human, the need to connect, to understand one another. The dwarves are different. Their language, Khuzdul, is hidden. It's guarded, spoken rarely, and shared with almost no one. Because for the dwarves, language is not just communication, it is identity. It is inheritance. It is something to be protected at all costs. And then there is something else, something harsher, something unnatural. The black speech, forged by Sauron. It is not a language that grew, it was made. Forced into existence, sharp, commanding, dominating. Where Elvish feels like music, this feels like control. In Middle-earth, even darkness has a grammar. So why does any of this matter? Why does Tolkien spend so much time building languages? Because language is more than just words. Language is memory. It carries the past, and brings it forward. Language is identity. It tells who you are. It tells where you come from. And language is survival. When a language fades, a culture fades with it. Tolkien understood this. He wasn't just building a fantasy world. He was preserving something, a sense of myth, of history, of depth. That's why Middle-earth doesn't feel like a setting. It feels like a real place. Because beneath every mountain, every forest, and every story, there is a voice, speaking, remembering, enduring. And maybe that is why Middle-earth feels so real, because it wasn't just imagined, it was spoken into existence. And perhaps the greatest worlds aren't the ones we simply see, but the ones we can hear. Legendary readers, what world has ever felt this real to you? Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep exploring the deeper wonder.